Baylor men's associate head coach in men's basketball, Alvin Brooks III, has decided to go to Kentucky for the same role. And he's going to get paid pretty good at Kentucky. I can tell you that right now. And all this. And I'm going to go over his background for Kentucky fans out there. And y'all know his dad was at Kentucky, so he at one point in his career, his dad's career, so he is familiar with the area. I mean, and Alvin Brooks III is 44 years old, and he played at Midland, which is a JUCO, from 1998 to 2000, and from 2000 to 2002 he went to Idaho State. He was like a point guard when he was a player. Then he started his coaching career at the JUCO level at Arkansas Fort Smith from 2004 to 2006 as an assistant. Then 2006 to 2007 he was at Midland, which is another JUCO. Midland College, which is another junior college, by the way. Then he went to Bradley from 2007 to 2010. Then he went to Sam Houston State from 2010 to 2012. Then went to Kansas State from 2012 to 2016 as an assistant, but then Baylor ever since 2016. But I will say the assistant head coach position for him has been for the last 2 years, ever since Jerome Tang left Baylor to Kansas State as a head coach. They decided to promote Bojan Jacobs and Al Brooks III, and now Scott Drew has to replace both guys. And Al Brooks III is married, by the way, to Tiffany Wafer in August 2012, and he does have 2 sons. And Alvin Joseph IV, born on July 10, 2014, and Austin J. Brooks on October 26, 2015, and both sons are on an autism spectrum. So I know it's going to be a little bit of a transition, but I know they have really good facilities and treatment for autism in Lexington, Kentucky, and they're therapists, but you get applied behavior and but you get the whole point. You get the whole point here. So I wish him good luck over there, and I know it's more of a rebuild because one, it's a new head coach, and they did lose some players to the NBA draft and transfer portal. And I would have thought Alvin Brooks III, honestly, was going to leave Baylor eventually, but I would have thought more of a head coach role and not the same thing. But if he's getting paid more, I can't blame. I mean, that's the thing. And now I'm going to go over Mark Pope's staff as of right now. So Alvin Brooks III would be an associate head coach at Kentucky. I mean, Jason Hart is also on staff, and he's a G League Ignite head coach and former USC assistant. Then Cody Fugger, the BYU assistant, and Mark Fox, a special assistant. So Mark Pope has to figure out one more staff member. So yeah, and we're going to see what he does there. And I'm going to address this up front, and this is per Matt Norlander on this. And for Baylor, Brooks was instrumental in recruiting top 5 prospect VJ Edgecombe, which we already know that he chose Baylor over Kentucky and Duke. But Matt Norlander has been told Brooks leaving for Kentucky isn't expected to change things. VJ Edgecombe is still headed to Baylor this fall. And Scott Drew is also close to hiring Link Academy coach Bill Armstrong to his staff. So, yeah, I just want to make that note up front about that. So, but I'm still going to be waiting and see on VJ Edgecombe and all this. And we're to wait and see what Kentucky does in terms of the roster as well, and not just the staff, and how they do, and what their schedule looks like. And now Baylor obviously has to replace more staff assistants. And it's just ironic that Scott Drew turned down Kentucky. Then less than 2 weeks later, he lost his top assistant. Well, I mean, Mark Pope coached against him twice. when Alvin Brooks III was on the Baylor staff. That's at least twice. Maybe he's had connections with him in the past prior to Baylor, but I'm just saying, like, playing against Baylor when Alvin Brooks III has been at Baylor. So there's a possibility, but I don't know that for a fact. So y'all could correct me in the comments about that if that is the case. It's more than just those 2 meetings this year. And honestly, Baylor needs to address the front court. I mean, that's the truth. Like, get a Jalen Bridges replacement because he's declared for the NBA draft now. And they do need to get a starting center because, he's Missy is gone. And he's not going to come back. And I would not count on Jalen Bridges coming back either because he got engaged and all. I mean, that's the thing. And it doesn't make sense for him to come back to school for one more year to be 24 years old entering the NBA draft. So we're going to wait and see what happens from here for both these teams going forward. So anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. Some money out there. Of course, like a video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people could see it. So the video does help as well so more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button. It's free, the notification bell as well. And I wish Alvin Brooks III good luck at Kentucky. I know that's going to be a little bit of rebuild there. I mean, new head coach, lost some players about the NBA draft and transfer portal. I mean, that's the thing. And thank you for what you have done at Baylor. And I know the defense the last 2 years has not been up to your standard. I mean, when you look at the numbers from 2022 to 2023, they were not that good. This past year was better. It's just still not good enough, I mean, to get to a Sweet 16. I'm just telling the truth about that right now about that. And he's an excellent recruiter, Kentucky, and I'm sure you know that already. So, we'll see.